experience. The slam is finally over. What do you think about the format? And if asked, would you come back?
If asked, I would definitely come back when I'm available. I think the next one I'm going to be busy doing a heptathlon over in Europe, but I really like the format. I thought it was a lot of fun. I like that it's encouraging people to double. That's something I've always loved as a multi, so it's cool to see everyone else giving a go at it too.
Did you kind of surprise yourself a little bit this weekend, or were you kind of expecting? I mean, you finished third in the overall slam. So.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really try to put any pressure on myself for placing. I think a lofty goal was being top 3, so to achieve that was awesome. Time-wise, I honestly had no idea where I was at. You know, I've had definitely some up and downs so far this outdoor season, so it was really just about making sure I relaxed and hopefully got back to performing close to my best, and I'm really happy I was able to make some steps in the right direction.
Did this help build you up some confidence heading into? You have Atlanta and then Gtzis, right?
Yes, I think so, because I think part of it was last year I was so focused on the pain that I was having while I was competing and overcoming that. I really just forgot how to compete, how to relax and like compete like Anna, and so I feel like this weekend was the first time in a long time where I actually got on the line and like gave the best effort that I had today. So I think the fact that I learned how to do that again would be really helpful for Gtzis and Atlanta.
Like you said, not really new to you to have such a quick turnarounds. Do you feel like that gave you a little bit of an advantage?
Maybe. I think, I don't know that if the other girls were tired or not, so I can't speak to that, but they are used to running rounds, so in my head I was like, it's not like they've not run 2 400s in back-to-back days, but I think it was something I was really used to, and I know my physios were working on me, and I was like, how do I feel? And she was like, it's kind of hard to compare, because usually I see you after you've done like 4 events and you feel terrible, so she was like, I think you feel pretty good. So definitely a little bit easier than a heptathlon, that's for sure.
Across Florida Relays and Tom Jones, I think you hit every event in the heptathlon except the 8.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about where you're at, like looking forward to Gtzis, like across all your other events?
I mean, I'm most happy when I'm performing close to my PRs. I haven't done that in quite all the events yet, so definitely a lot of room to grow, but I'm really excited that this year I feel like we're actually building towards September instead of past years. Sometimes I've come out swinging early in the year and I put together like my best heptathlon at Gtzis instead of winning counts on the world stage. So I'm excited that I feel like we have a lot of room to grow, and hopefully we'll just be able to use Gtzis as kind of a stepping stone for that.
I know you're going back to the multi. Was it 400 hurdles at the end of the season?
I believe so. My schedule's a little bit in the works, but fingers crossed. I'm hoping to run the 400 hurdles a little bit on the circuit after Gtzis. I think it helps my fitness. It's a fun way to train for 800 as opposed to running an 800, so I hope so.
Hey, what about the 800, 1500? They called you and said, Anna, we need somebody. Would you do it?
Heck no. You know, I think being able to run sub 2, well under 2 is requires quite a bit more mileage than I am willing to put in as a multi, but you know, maybe I would try my hand in an open 8 somewhere, but definitely not that double. I'm not running more than 800 meters in a meet ever.
And when it comes to like obviously enjoying all of it, preparing for it, going through it all, how do you kind of summarize it?
I mean, it's definitely highs and lows, and I think it's really hard to stay grounded and stay confident, honestly. And so I've been just like leaning on the people around me. My coaches are wiser than I am. Even my parents and sisters are older than me, they're wiser than I am. My boyfriend's been a professional athlete for 6+ years, so he kind of knows how it goes too. So I've really just tried to really like breathe in the words that they say. They breathe a lot of life into me, so I'm thankful for that.
Did you have anybody else supporting you today?
I did. My boyfriend was in town all the way from New Jersey. My parents are in town from Naples. My sister, my brother-in-law, and my niece. And my grandpa's here as well, so quite the crowd. I always come with an entourage. I'm very well loved. Yeah.
Are you guys celebrating in any kind of particular manner? I mean, second place, pretty nice day.
I'm not sure what we'll do. I'm actually flying back to Gainesville tonight, but we all went out to a nice dinner last night, so that was kind of the celebration, just getting to spend quality time together.
Let me ask, obviously, let's say you guys get together, you guys talk track, but what are some things maybe you guys off topic talk about together? I know they support you, but what are some things that maybe off topic, like, I don't know, TV shows, something?
We talk a lot of sports. I'd say just like little tidbits of stories. We talk about a lot of football. My brother-in-law and my boyfriend both play, so little like funny stories from their teammates or things we'll ask, coaching stories. Yeah, that's really it. I feel like sports world ends up being really small, so we know a lot of the same people, so there's usually like fun stories that come up.
And the guys won the basketball championship together.
I know, yes, yeah, that was super fun. And yeah, smack there, which was awesome. So super exciting. Gainesville's a great place to be right now. So.
You guys are watching it?
Yeah, I was actually racing in Florida that weekend, so my whole family and my boyfriend were there too, and he went to Auburn, so we got to watch the Florida-Auburn game all together, which the house was pretty loud. So.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Which events are you doing in Atlanta?
For sure the long jump. Outside of that, I'm not sure. We're going to talk about maybe hopping in the 100 hurdles or 150, but we'll see. It kind of just depends how training's going. If we have some time to lighten up, or if we're going to train through, we'll just do long jump.